we are at Gator Harley Davidson, and in just a matter of moments you'll see what new motorcycle I'll be getting. So I'm going to hold the surprise to the bitter end, or at least the next couple of minutes. Well, all right, we're panning the showroom looking for the bike. Can you guess what it is? Are you still trying to guess? Is the anticipation killing you? Well, all right then. Here you go. Well, okay. If your name is Brian Bumpus, you guessed correctly and you will get the air pump. Just shoot me an email, give me your address, and I'll have it out to you in a couple of days. Well, all right, it stopped raining, so I'm gonna ride the last 30 or 40 miles home on the new bike. Ground's still a little wet, so I'm gonna be super careful. ABS brakes. We got a tachometer, speedometer, and as I said, especially with the camera right in front of my face, it's a little harder to see than if I didn't have this camera here. I could just be looking down and see the gauges, no problem. But yeah, I guess they didn't design this with the camera mounted on your chin in mind. So we did have a winner on guessing who, I forget his name now, but it was pretty early on. I think 6 or 7 minutes in to posting that little video, somebody guessed which bike I was going to be riding. Really, I didn't give any hint at all. But of the bikes I've ridden lately, yeah, this is the one I wanted the most. I've always liked the looks of the lowriders. And especially this model lowrider. I love the blacked out look. I'm going to try first adjusting the handlebars when I get home. Looks like I might be able to get about an inch more pullback without having to change the risers, but if I had to, I'll get some pullback risers. We just had as you saw earlier, quite a bit of rain pass through here. Whenever we get rain like that in the winter time, the cold spell follows very quickly. And right now that cold air is coming in from the north. Not cold out now, but it's windy. You could feel that cold, dry air coming in. But it's not raining, so it's time to ride. I'm not going to be going down any winding roads on the way home, and it's just a good thing because the ground a little wet, brand new tires, they tend to be kind of slippery. When I told my wife I was going to do this, she was just thrilled. Yeah. Oh, she was so happy for me. Actually, no. But hey, you only live once. I'll tell you a little of my history with the lowrider. Back in 1977, I had a Honda 750. The CB750 I bought brand new. And it was a great bike. A friend of mine bought the lowrider. I think that was 77 was the first year for that model. Prior to that, they called it the Super line. And the lowrider was just something so different. It was like a custom right out of the factory. This guy worked in a gas station that his brother owned, so I'm sure otherwise he would. If his brother didn't own the gas station, he wouldn't be able to afford it. I think I had paid around $1,800 for my 77 750 Honda, and I think the lowrider was like $3,000, and that was a lot of money back then. Plus, that was the AMF years, where reliability was just about non-existent. And I remember seeing it. He was telling me for like months that he was going to get it, because even then they were in Harley Davidson were in short supply. And finally he got it, and I saw it parked in front of the gas station. And I went in and took a look at it, and I said, "Hey, let me hear you start it up. We got to hear that motor." And it sounded terrific. He didn't even have pipes on it yet. But I said, "Well, let me hear you rev it." He goes, "No, you're not supposed to rev the motor. It's too new." Like, it was a very delicate thing, and it probably was back in the AMF days. I talked to him a couple of times over the months, and yeah, he had some serious problems with it. Leaking oil, not starting. I don't remember if it was kickstart back then. I think it was, but I'm not positive. But of course, this new bike has all the modern amenities. They are dead reliable. At least it's been my experience with the last Harleys I bought since about 2004. I think that was my first one. Never had any problems with them. No oil leaks. None of that stuff that you heard about back in the 70s, when under the AMF years they were pretty bad. Now this is a completely different riding position, of course, than the touring bikes that I generally ride and are used to. It's not bad, it's just different. It'll take a little bit to get used to, no big deal. I know that the three techniques I teach, they work on every motorcycle. As long as the bike's got two wheels, the techniques are going to work exactly the same no matter what bike you're on. On these new Softails, I believe you have 4 or 4.5 inches of travel in the rear suspension, and about the same in the front forks. So you don't have to worry about bottoming it out, and especially that this is a motorcycle for one person. You could put a dual seat on it and some passenger bags, but that's not what I plan to do on it. So it's on the firm side right now, and that's adjustable under the seat to give you a spanner to adjust that shock. You can make it pretty soft if you want to. This 114 motor on the bike that weighs about 670 pounds, I believe it is. You can definitely tell it's much lighter than the touring motorcycles. I've got the 114 in my 2019 Police Road King and the 2020 Electric Glide. And there's plenty of power there, but it's even more. Like they say, if you want to go fast and some lightness, this is certainly lighter than the touring bikes by quite a bit. That's about 300 pounds lighter. Softails are built in the same frame, but you never know it. When you ride them, the feel is completely different from each model. The Fat Bob I rode that had the sportiest handling of any of the Harleys I've ridden in years. It's virtually the same wheelbase as this bike, though it doesn't feel that way, but it's got slightly less trail, and that just half inch, whatever it is, of trail really makes it extremely nimble. It actually makes it feel like the front end is much closer to you. It's not much closer, but it does feel that way. So all these bikes, the Heritage and the Fat Boy and the entire Softail line are built on the same frame. Each of the models has a distinctly different feel. So that's why you should ride them and figure out what it is you like. I like the mid controls on this bike. Okay, it's, you know, I'm 5'7". I can see if you're over 6 foot, your knees are up kind of high, but for me, it's fine. I certainly wouldn't switch the forward controls. And if I go over a big bump, I can stand up on these pegs and soak up that bump. The forward controls is really tough to do that unless you're a very tall person. And we still got some low clouds hanging around. No sun yet. Very unusual for Florida not to see the sun by 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Another thing I really like about this bike is the dual discs up front. Plenty of stopper power. And as on all the Softail models, it's got a cable operated clutch, which to me feels much better. You can adjust it to let it grab any place you want it to. Why Harley had to go with hydraulic clutches on the touring bike, which have the same motor, the same amount of torque, I can't figure that out. It's a more expensive thing to do, and as I said, you know, out of the showroom, there's no adjustment on it. You got to change the levers to get any kind of adjustment with the clutch. I think it's a smoother take up the cable clutch, just a better feel than hydraulic. Smooth shifting motorcycle. Very direct feel to that. I'm hoping the wind noise isn't bothering you, because with no windshield, and you know I'm going 60 miles an hour, yeah, you're going to get some wind up in the helmet. That could possibly get annoying, but as always, if the wind noise really annoys you, I offer my 100% money back guarantee on any of my YouTube videos. Gotta see if I can get my wife Donna to try this bike. She's always reluctant to get on something different. I don't know why, but she's used to the touring bikes, and it's like a fight to get her to try something different. I had a couple of Triumph Bonnevilles over the years. She would never get on those bikes, and not because of any fear or anything. It's just I can't figure it out. You know how they are. You can't figure them out. If you could figure them out, well, guys, we'd be way ahead of the game. First thing I got to do is call my friends at Tab Performance. I believe they make slip-ons for this motorcycle. That's what I've got on both my Road King and my Electric Glide. They sound great, excellent quality. So shout out to Tab. Tab, if you're watching this, yeah, I could use some slip-ons in black for this motorcycle. I believe all the Softails are the same. At least the 2-into-2 systems are. Well, that's it for now. I'm going to be pulling into my garage in a few minutes. Mustache bars attached, and I appreciate all the comments on that little video, and I'm going to contact the person who won the air pump, which I'll get out to you within a couple of days. I'll contact you, you send me your address, And I'll mail that sucker right out to you. All right, till next time.